Exclusive contract with Feilu Novel Network Novel. Doomsday Approaches. Crazy Zero Yuan Purchase, empty Eagle Sauce Lin Feng was reborn 10 days before the outbreak of the apocalypse, awakening the apocalyptic space system. Any object touched by his hand can be fully stored in the warehouse. Eagle Sauce is a free country. In order to hoard enough supplies, Lin Feng followed the local customs and chose to buy it for 0 yuan. No food. Directly sweep large supermarkets such as Walmart, Lotte, and New World department store. Stockpiling up billions of tons of food. No weapons. Directly sweep the Eagle Sauce weapons store, Loma, Boeing's arms companies, hoarding millions of firearms and billions of bullets. No shelter. I heard that the consortium family is urgently building. Kick away, now it's mine. As the end of the world approaches, the resources in Lin Feng's hands have reached trillions. Standing at the top of the apocalypse. At the same time, Lin Feng had countless supplies, beautiful women, and tender models in his hands, while others were struggling to survive in the apocalypse and fighting fiercely for moldy food. Here in Lin Feng, the birds sing and the swallows swallow, happily ascending to heaven. Feilu Novel Network reminds you that this novel and its characters are purely fictional. If there are any similarities, they are purely coincidental and should not be imitated. Chapter 1. Doomsday is coming, awakening to the Doomsday space system. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Ah. On the quiet plain, suddenly came a cry of surprise. Suddenly, it attracted the attention of many drowsy passengers. Despite the cold sweat all over his head, Lin Feng began to examine his body and found himself intact. Am I not being bitten by zombies? Lin Feng was shocked and looked around in disbelief. Sir, what can I do for you? A blonde and blue-eyed flight attendant approached Lin Feng and asked softly. No, it's okay, it's good if you're okay. If you need it, you can raise your hand and I'm glad to serve you. After speaking, the blonde flight attendant left with a professional smile. Lin Feng, are you okay? On the side, Xia He, the beautiful female companion next to her, said with concern. It's really okay. It's not that Lin Feng is timid, but the scene just now was too long and terrifying. Just now, the military shelter he was in was breached by a large army of zombies, and a tide of monsters filled with carrion rushed towards him, knocking him down and tearing him apart. Just as he was in despair, a white light flickered in his mind and he returned here. And this scene, he still remembers, was his own flight to Eagle Sauce country to reschedule. And shortly thereafter, the unknown virus swept across the world at an extremely fast speed. 90% of humans have become bloodthirsty zombies, filled with death and fear everywhere. The surviving people can only curl up in the shelters established by the higher echelons of humanity to survive. Lin Feng was lucky enough to escape the pursuit of zombies and enter a shelter of the Eagle Sauce military. Number 039. Unexpectedly, it was the beginning of another nightmare. As a low-level person, Lin Feng can only become a toy for high-level entertainment and leisure in the Eagle Sauce country shelter. The men there fight to the death every day for a piece of bread. Women, on the other hand, sell their bodies and become slaves completely. And this is just one of the means for elites to pass the boring time. But Lin Feng still dared not escape. Without strength and resources, I can only live in a shelter and barely survive. But shelters are not absolutely safe because zombies evolve rapidly. Although there are also psychic awakenings on the human side, they are simply not enough to watch. The shelter where Lin Feng is located was breached by a terrifying mutated zombie. Then, tens of thousands of zombies attacked, and what happened afterwards can be imagined. Audience friends, today is March 21, 2035. A meteorite fell in Michigan, and ZF has sent experts to investigate. Multiple violent incidents have suddenly occurred in the nearby town, causing considerable trouble for the originally planned scientific investigation. At this moment, a sudden news on the small TV in front of the seat caught Lin Feng's attention. Meteorites. Riots. Today is March 21st, 2035. I was actually reborn 10 days before the outbreak of the apocalypse. Seeing this, Lin Feng's pupils shrank. So, in 10 days, the zombie virus will completely erupt. And those meteorites are the turning points of the apocalypse, because on those meteorites are viruses. Oh, that's good. There's still some time before the plane lands, you can take another break. Xia He, who was standing beside him, didn't see any signs and spoke out to comfort him. I'm really okay, you can take a break too. Upon hearing this, Lin Feng looked at his companion Xia He's simple and innocent face, and some words that reached his lips were not spoken. At the end of the day, Xia He, like him, also fled to the 039 shelter. In order to survive, Xia He has only one option: to sell his body, just to please those fat-headed and big-eared white pigs. Lin Feng still can't forget the numbness and despair in Xia He's eyes. After the end of the day, although the two had very little interaction. But Xia He once gave Lin Feng a piece of bread, saving him from almost starving. A wave of anger surged within me. This is anger towards those white pigs, and also unwillingness to be powerless towards oneself. There's still some time. Something must be done. Lin Feng silently thought. But in 10 days, what can an ordinary person do? Ding, congratulations to the host for awakening the Doomsday Space System. Ding, the Doomsday Space System is loading. Ding, the Doomsday Space System has been loaded and the host has obtained 100 cubic meters of initial space. Congratulations to the host, you have obtained a beginner gift package with 300 character attribute points. Ding, the current 3-dimensional properties of the host are power, 8 agility, 9 physical fitness, 7 spirit, 12 reference, 10 for ordinary adults system. Character attribute points. Mr. Lin Feng was shocked for a moment, and then his heart was filled with uncontrollable joy. He suddenly thought of a lot. There is a space system available, although it only takes 10 days, it is enough. This time, Lin Feng not only wants to live, but also needs to open up his own exclusive safety fortress. And those who have bullied me before, I will make you willingly kneel before me. Lin Feng quickly calculated in his mind. Born one crazy and bold plan after another. Quickly, he understood the purpose of the system. As long as the system space was filled every time, it would be upgraded. With the upgrading of space, at different stages, you will acquire skills and enhance your 4-dimensional attribute points. To forge iron, you still need to be tough yourself. First, add character attribute points. Power. Agile. Physical constitution. Lin Feng pondered for a moment, feeling that each item was very important. Then allocate 100 points for each item. In no time, a wave of energy is generated within the body. It seems like there is a small stove inside, continuously baking Lin Feng's body. Lin Feng could feel his body rapidly changing. Power, a constant stream of power is born within Lin Feng's body. Unconsciously, Lin Feng, who was originally somewhat thin and weak, the muscle density of the body is increasing, and the bones become very tough. In just a few seconds, the person looked a bit stronger. Click. Lin Feng gently pinched, causing the metal seat handle to deform directly. Is this the power to surpass mortals? Although it cannot be compared to those awakened and evolved zombies yet. But at this stage, dealing with ordinary people is enough. Host. Lin Feng strength. 108 agility. 109 physical fitness. 107 space capacity. 100 cubic meters of system space, more than 10 times the strength, agility, and physique of ordinary people. An unparalleled confidence was born from Lin Feng's heart. Ding dong, respected passengers, the ugly appointment has arrived. Please take your luggage and prepare for departure. The sound of the airplane broadcast interrupted Lin Feng's thoughts. Lin Feng, due to the time difference, it's already 2 a.m. and there are no buses left. Let's call a taxi back to school. Both of them are international students from Chouyu University, and they are well aware that Chouyu is very unsafe at night. Xia He's suggestion was very correct, but Lin Feng couldn't help but laugh. Xia He, I won't go to school anymore. I'm going to get busy with some other things. Jokes, the apocalypse will erupt in 10 days, so I definitely won't waste time going to school again. In the apocalypse, money becomes toilet paper. Only food, water, and weapons are what humanity truly needs. Everything else is nonsense. Before entering the apocalypse, I need a large amount of supplies. Lin Feng's eyes lit up. And isn't Eagle Sauce a country that claims to be free? It's not an exaggeration for Lin Feng to follow the local customs and join the local Zero Yuan Purchase campaign. And the so-called Zero Yuan Purchase is naturally robbery. Due to the peculiar laws in some states, robbery does not have a certain value and will not be punished. This has led to the characteristic behavior of Zero Purchase. After getting off the plane and bidding a brief farewell to Xia He, Lin Feng took a taxi and headed straight to the ugly Harlem area. Harlem District is a notorious criminal area. This place has poor infrastructure and chaotic management, making it the best place for Zero Yuan Purchases. Chapter 2. Sorry, the Zero Yuan Purchase here. You are listening at Novel Full.audio. The night is like ink, like a huge abyss mouth, as if it is about to swallow this world in one gulp. Lin Feng came to Harlem District and was thinking about where to start. Bang! A sound of broken glass was heard, particularly noticeable on the streets at night. Lin Feng looked towards the source of the sound. A few niggers smashed the shop window, rushed in, and immediately pushed their shopping cart to start frantically sweeping the goods. Hee. Come live. Since someone helped open the door, Lin Feng also entered the supermarket. This supermarket is not small in size and is filled with a dazzling array of products. Lin Feng couldn't help but think of the apocalypse when human life was not even worth a piece of bread. And with so much food and drink in front of me, it's no less than a poor person seeing Jinshan. Lin Feng didn't have any hesitation and began to crazily sweep the goods. How can those Nigo's shopping carts compare to Lin Feng's system space? When Nico was stuffing things into the shopping cart. As long as Lin Feng touches the product with his hand, it is instantly transferred to the system space. When Nigel is still picking and choosing which one is more suitable for taking away. Lin Feng is open to all who come, and what he sees is what he gains. Water facts. A Nigel saw that there was also a yellow race mixed in among them. It seems like they are also buying for 0 yuan. This Nigel is not feeling well at the moment. You yellow-skinned monkey, what qualifications do you have to come to this free country? It's all you who have lowered the workers' wages and caused us to lose our jobs. Nigel looked at Lin Feng angrily, his mouth full of racial discrimination and insults. You're too noisy. Lin Feng's eyes gradually cooled down. The tall Nigel in front of him reminded him of the racial exclusion he had experienced in the apocalypse. At that time, it was already the end of the world, and everyone was at the bottom, with various prejudices and bullying. This is the root of human nature. Falk. Stupid dragon people, how dare you talk back? Let you kneel down for me today. Otherwise, my bullets won't have long eyes. After speaking, Nigel immediately touched his waist, which was where he hid his pistol. Give you a chance, you're useless. Lin Feng lightning struck and punched Nigel in the chest. This punch was extremely powerful, directly breaking several of Nigo's ribs and inserting them into his heart, causing him to fall to the ground. Continuously bleeding out of the mouth, obviously unable to survive. Killed, waterfax. Kill this yellow-skinned monkey. Others also reacted and had to take out their guns one after another. Unlike in the past, Lin Feng's physical fitness surpasses that of an ordinary person by 10 times. Is it comparable to these fleeting Nikos? Lin Feng's speed was too fast, and a few flashes brought him to a person. One punch shattered the enemy's throat. Then his figure flashed again, like a ghost, and he quickly came behind another one. He made another move and twisted his neck with both hands. Oh, my God! You're not human, you're a devil. There is still the last Nigel left, but at this moment there is no longer any resistance. The body keeps retreating. The sudden burst of power from Lin Feng had already scared the opponent's courage. How dare the last Nigel resist again? Abandoning the shopping cart loaded next to him, he immediately fled towards the outside. This time, Lin Feng did not choose to pursue, but picked up the pistol on the ground. Bang! Finally, this Nigel's head was directly pierced by Lin Feng. Sure enough, the gun is still fast 7 steps away. Lin Feng had no sense of guilt or unease towards killing someone. The cruel experiences of the apocalyptic era have already honed his character to a rock. Next, the Zero Yuan Purchase of this store was contracted by me, Lin Feng. In 10 minutes. The yellow warning line has been raised, blocking the shops. Several police officers are inspecting the supermarket for clues. Captain, we haven't found any suspicious individuals alive. What about surveillance? Destroyed by someone. Where are the fingerprints? As for fingerprints. The police captain looked at the almost empty supermarket and sighed helplessly. Where else can fingerprints be left? Everything that can be seen has been emptied. Who is so crazy? The store is cleaner than being washed away by the flood. Looking at the 3 corpses on the ground and 1 corpse at the entrance of the store. The police captain said with anger. I just turn a blind eye to my usual Zero Yuan purchases. This time, not only did I grab goods, but I also killed people, completely disregarding Detective William. Check it out for me, check all the trucks passing by nearby, so many goods cannot disappear out of thin air. Detective Ing Ming. A bald detective next to him immediately seized the opportunity to flatter. The police captain rubbed his temples. After speaking, he angrily left. As for the 4 black-skinned victims, no one cares in the distance. Lin Feng stood in the shadow, watching all of this. Take out a chilled cola from the system space and enjoy it. Just like watching a play, watching these police officers busy and green. It's really being said that the goods disappeared out of thin air. You can slowly investigate. Lin Feng unconsciously smiled at the corner of his mouth. The taste of this chilled cola is really nostalgic. Afterwards, Lin Feng quietly disappeared at the corner. In no time, we arrived at a block. This is a famous empty house street nearby. Due to high taxes, Eagle Sauce has a large number of vacant houses. Lin Feng randomly selected a building to live in. Ding, the Doomsday space system has been filled. Ding, the Doomsday space system is starting to upgrade. Ding, the upgrade of the Doomsday space system is complete. Congratulations to the host, the system space has been upgraded to 500 cubic meters and 400 character attribute points have been obtained. Awakening skill. Instantly move, the range of movement is equivalent to the system's spatial range. Cool. I even awaken my skills, see who can still stop me. Lin Feng lay in bed, carefully listening to the system's broadcast. First, add the attribute points. Still the same, add 100 points to strength, agility, physique, and spirit each. Sure enough, another force was born within Lin Feng's body. Lin Feng punched out a punch, and there was a whistling sound of the wind. Lin Feng is very satisfied with his current physique and even wants to find a zombie to practice. Host. Lin Feng strength. 208 agility. 209 physical fitness. 207 spirit. 212 space capacity. 500 cubic meters of system space. Space skill. Instantly moves, consumes 50 mental energy, cooldown time of 10 minutes. Originally, mental power was prepared for system skills, but fortunately, I allocated 200 points in advance. Looking at the food and daily necessities in the system space, Linfeng suddenly realized. The current supplies are far from enough, and with the outbreak of the apocalypse, these supplies will not last for a few months. I need more supplies to cope with the arrival of the apocalypse. Less than 10 days can't be wasted. The system has already expanded my space. If I don't fill this 500 cubic meters of space, it would be too wasteful. Thinking of this, Linfeng suddenly became full of enthusiasm. More than 20 times the physical fitness of ordinary people, even if they don't sleep for a few days or nights. I won't feel tired at all. Space teleportation is activated. Linfeng, who was originally still in the hotel, disappeared directly. With a space range of 500 meters, he can move freely and leave the hotel without hesitation. On the street, multiple police cars roared past. Linfeng approached an unmanned motorcycle. As an essential means of survival in the apocalypse, Linfeng easily started the red motorcycle with 2 iron wires. Then head straight to the outskirts of Chuyo, accompanied by the roar of motorcycles. Linfeng disappeared into the brightly lit metropolis. And the destination of this trip is a famous weapons store. Chapter 3. Arms Stores. I can't finish it, I can't even finish it. You are listening at Novel Full. Audio. There is a famous street in the suburbs of Chuyo City. Although it's only a few hundred meters, but they open several weapon stores. Therefore, this small street is known locally as the Armaments Avenue. After Linfeng arrived nearby and tightened the system space of the motorcycle, walk straight towards the largest weapons store. It's past 4 a.m. now, although no one is guarding, the anti-theft door is made of refined steel. It carries an invisible sense of oppression. Although this door is good, unfortunately, it cannot stop me. Linfeng smiled slightly at the corner of his mouth. Activate skill, instant movement. The person appeared directly inside the weapons store. First, destroy the monitoring system, and then carefully observe it. Hard as the eyes can see, there are all kinds of firearms, the quantity is very large. During the apocalyptic period, although many people were born with supernatural abilities. But for ordinary people, the best way to deal with zombies is with firearms. Apart from mutated zombies, most zombies can be killed by thermal weapons. Since Linfeng wants to build his own safety fortress, firearms and ammunition are definitely indispensable. And the embryonic form of a precision armed force, it has already been generated in Linfeng's brain. Linfeng is not idle, quickly moving firearms into the system space. What handguns, rifles, submachine guns? Empty it all. Oh, Desert Eagle, this is a good thing. Collecting the commemorative edition costs $500,000. It was originally made of pure gold, no wonder. Linfeng held it in his hand, feeling the heavy weight and showing a satisfied expression. This should be the property of the shop, but now it's mine. After emptying the entire haul of firearms, Linfeng doesn't feel very satisfied overall. Most of them are handguns, submachine guns are rare, and most importantly, they have no ammunition. There must be a hidden room. Quickly, Linfeng found a small dot at the counter. With a gentle press, the wall behind slowly opens. Inside is a larger space. A pile of firearms piled up in the house, on the ground are boxes of various bullets. Rows of submachine guns, shotguns, and semi-automatic rifles. Set it up to the brim. Linfeng finally showed a satisfied smile. Haha, this weapons store is quite powerful. Empty, empty all. Lin Feng is like a wolf or a flock of sheep, rushing into it immediately. All firearms touched by his hand were stored in the system space. 500 cubic meters of space, can't we still fit these? 180 AR.15 semi-automatic rifles. 100 M16 rifles. 50 barracks. The owner of this weapons store has a lot of wealth. Lin Feng sighed as he collected. Boxes of ammunition on the ground add up to tens of thousands of rounds. I can't finish it, I can't even finish it. Lin Feng has also broadened his horizons. The total value of weapons in a weapons store exceeds 10 million. It is truly a country that rose to power through the wealth of war. To help those people, the country bullied by Eagle Sauce charges some interest half an hour later, from inside out. Looking at the empty weapons store, Lin Feng nodded in satisfaction. Go straight to the next one, instantly move. The decoration of this weapons store has a rough style and a primitive atmosphere. Lin Feng looked around, except for handguns and rifles. There are still many grenades hanging in this store. M57 killing grenade, the classic hand grenade of Eagle Sauce. Lin Feng was not polite at all, he took everything away. After all, what you see is what you get. After some effort, I also found a hidden room. These weapons stores all like to set up secret rooms, but ultimately it's just a marketing strategy. The secret room of this weapons store is also filled with many firearms and it's also a heavy weapon. Browning M2 HB each one is priced at $8,000. MG34 machine gun each one is priced at $6,000. Lin Feng was dazzled by the sight. The apocalypse has these weapons, even ordinary people. It can also easily kill a group of zombies. That's really good. The higher the price, the more I like it. Without saying a word, Lin Feng took everything into his pocket. There are about 100 of them in the entire secret room. Add over 20,000 bullets. The harvest this time was also quite substantial. This time, it took almost an hour for a full phone call. I can't help but see so many weapons. Lin Feng spent a lot of time admiring. Feeling the coldness and danger of firearms, no man can resist such temptation. Afterwards, it was done the same way. Lin Feng utilized instant movement, visited all the weapon shops on the street. 500 cubic meters of system space was filled with guns by him. I can't finish it, I can't even finish it. Lin Feng roughly calculated and found that he had gained a total of over 1,000 handguns of various types, over 500 light submachine guns, over 200 heavy machine guns, over 100 sniper guns, more than 300 hand grenades, etc. So many weapons, probably enough to arm 4.5 regiments. Even though Lin Feng's physique is different from that of an ordinary person, he still feels a bit tired when using instant movements continuously. Lin Feng summoned a motorcycle from the system space and drove towards his temporary residence. At dawn, wisps of sunrise shot towards the earth, and Cho-Yu finally welcomed the dawn. I'm telling you, Mr. John, it's not that Hudson is bragging, the entire weapons street belongs to my family's most powerful store. Inside a black business vehicle, weapon shop owner Hudson desperately introduced his shop's weapons to Mr. John next to him. John is the owner of a security company. Hudson talked for half a year before finally securing this major client. To avoid long dreams at night, customers are brought to the store at dawn to sign contracts. Hudson roughly calculated that this order had a profit of nearly $2 million. With this money, he can take a good vacation now. I heard that you also have a Desert Eagle made of pure gold in your store. Whatever you say this time, you have to palm your hand. It's easy to say. After getting off the car, Hudson took John to his own shop. First is the fingerprint lock. Another is the password lock. Finally, he took out the mechanical key to open the door. The 3-layer lock is the first time I've seen it. John couldn't help but say, admiring Hudson's caution. I have no choice, the frequency of Zero Yuan purchases has been a bit high recently, so I have to be cautious. To be frank, the security measures in my store are no less than those in a bank safe. When he mentioned the 3 locks of his own weapons store, Hudson unconsciously and proudly raised his head. It's not that I, Hudson, boast. When it comes to the variety of weapons, my store is definitely number 1 on the entire street. Hudson proudly gave himself a thumbs up. Click. Hudson twisted open the last stainless steel gate. In an instant, John's face was full of doubt and confusion. Because talking to John, the store manager, Hudson turned his back to the store. He continued to boast, above the store is the treasure of my shop. A desert made of 24K pure gold. Fake. Hudson, who turned around while speaking, suddenly froze. I looked at the empty shop in disbelief. At a glance, there is a weapons store covering several hundred square meters. Not to mention handguns, there aren't even a single bullet left. Ah, where's my weapon? Ah, where is my Desert Eagle? A wave of anger surged towards Hudson's heavenly spirit root, he immediately passed out. Chapter 4. The weapons store is empty and shockingly twisted. You are listening at novelfull.audio. At 8:30 in the morning, there were more cars on the street. At the entrance of the headquarters of the Cho-Yu police station, a large number of journalists had already been gathered. Some directly started live streaming. These journalists are like beasts smelling meat, they have received definite information, the armaments avenue was looted completely, the weapons of several armed groups have been lost, this is big news. Originally, the police station blocked the information about this matter. But in order to put pressure on the police station, those stolen weapons store managers, the news has been disseminated to the media. James, the police chief with a kind face and kind eyes, finally walked out. After clearing his throat, he spoke loudly. For several weapons stores being looted, I deeply regret it, I just received the message, too, but please trust the police, media friends, the culprit will be apprehended soon. James's official statement clearly won't satisfy the journalists. Director, with so many weapons stolen, does it mean that our security is too poor? So many weapons have been stolen, what's the progress of the case now? It's not like there's no clue, right? I heard that there was no alarm from the network system. Is it difficult to build a security system that costs so much taxpayers' money? Just a decoration. If these weapons enter society, who will bear the consequences? The questions from the reporters were sharper and sharper one by one. Director James's face was gloomy and uncertain as he listened, but still patiently said, "Trust the police, we have already started investigating." Desperate to escape back to the office, Director James felt a surge of headache. Ringing bell, a hurried bell rang in front of the table. "Shite, James, you idiot, how did you become the director? So many weapons were looted overnight, are all your subordinates just decorations? Do you know that this is very unfavorable for my election? It seems that you, as the director, are living too comfortably. Why not retire early?" As soon as James received the phone call, he heard a scolding. Who calls the other party a legislator? He can only endure it. Yes, what you taught me is that I have already started investigating. If I can't find the killer in 7 days, I'll replace your position. Doodle doodle, a busy sound caused the congressman to hang up the phone. Bastard, James punched his desk, trembling with anger. On the other side, in an apartment building in Chio City. What? A serious theft case has occurred. Director, you're not joking with me, are you? Fuck, you idiot. I limit you to get back to the police station within 10 minutes, otherwise get your butt cleaned up and get lost. Doodle doodle. A burst of busyness. Detective William, who was still in bed, was immediately startled. Daring, why don't you sleep a little longer? The blonde girl with sleepy eyes next to her wanted to entangle herself with William again without any trace. Just like last night. Get out of here, stinky bitch. It's delaying my business. I can't expect to receive the money I keep for you every month. Being scolded and awakened early in the morning, Detective William quickly grabbed his pants and rushed to the police station. No one knows better than him about the ruthlessness of the director. Ugly appointment within the police station. A large amount of information, surveillance video hard drives, and on-site photos. Stacked up on the desks of police station clerks. In the office of the police chief. The person in charge of the entire Choyu police station has arrived. 7 days, I only give you this time to catch the mastermind behind the scenes. I don't care what means you use, I just want the result. Otherwise, you'll all get out of here. Director James said in a low voice. Although it doesn't seem to get angry, the small directors of the various sub-bureaus across from each other, but even the atmosphere dare not reveal itself. Because those familiar with Director James know that, the more silent he is, the more angry James becomes. Bang dang, it's the sound of the office door being pushed open. Everyone turned their heads and looked around. The person who came was none other than Detective William, who had just arrived from his lover. Everyone is here, Director. What happened? Just now on the phone, I only knew it was a serious theft case, that's why Detective William asked this question. What happened? The originally oppressive atmosphere was suddenly broken by William, who had just entered the office. James burst into laughter. Come on, William, let me tell you what happened. Come here for a moment. Ah, okay. Detective William slowly approached with suspicion. When I arrived at my desk, James suddenly erupted, with a tiger's back and a bear's waist. He directly took William, dragged across the desk to the front. Then he fell hard to the ground. Over 1,000 handguns. James kicked William in the chest. Ah! It's William's scream. Over 500 light submachine guns. James kicked William in the crotch again. William's face turned pale and he almost fainted from the pain. Over 200 heavy machine guns. James punched William in the face. Over 100 sniper rifles. Ah, Director, spare your life. James punched William on the other side of the face again. Over 300 hand grenades, additional hundreds of thousands of bullets, etc. The entire military avenue, overnight. Now there's not even a bullet left. Every time James says a word, he punches William. The entire office was filled with William's pig-killing screams. Did I make it clear enough? Looking at William, who was beaten into a pig's head, James picked up William again. The military avenue has been robbed, and that is the area under your jurisdiction. Don't you have anything to say? William's face was covered in blood. Only then did he know what had happened. There is pain in the heart that cannot be expressed. He didn't know that such a thing had happened. Lost so many weapons, which ruthless person did it, is it difficult to think of a military coup? You have nothing to say. Looking at James's murderous gaze, Detective William gave a wake-up call. Yes. Yes. Last night, a store in my jurisdiction was also completely looted. The methods of committing the crime are a bit similar. I think we can investigate both cases simultaneously. After listening, James threw Detective William out directly. Then hurry up and check it out. James roared angrily. Yes. Yes. William struggled to get up and was limping as he was about to leave. Wait a minute, expect you, a foolish pig, to spend all your energy on women, then I'm also a stupid pig. Bonnie, come in. James looked at the door. Click. The office door was opened again. Everyone's eyes lit up. She is a beautiful woman with brown hair and blue eyes. She has a graceful figure, a devilish figure, fair and delicate skin, and a very delicate face. Plus a smart police uniform, absolutely a beautiful lady as a police flower. Just a brief introduction, this is the criminal investigation expert sent above, Detective Bonnie. The case of the looting of the military avenue this time has been fully handed over to her for command. All the rest of you must cooperate with her work. James's gaze coldly swept across the faces of everyone at the scene. Yes, everyone spoke in unison. And within the community several streets away, Linfeng, who had been busy all night, I don't know yet, the police station has already exploded, the media has even looted the Avenue of Arms, pushed onto the front page headline. At this moment, Linfeng is leisurely resting on a high-end bed. Drinking high-end red wine in hand, feeling the slight intoxication brought by the aroma of the wine. Raffi, that's all about it. In the end, Linfeng put down his glass in disappointment. Ding, the Doomsday space system has been filled. Ding, the Doomsday space system is starting to upgrade. Ding, the upgrade of the Doomsday space system is complete. Congratulations to the host, the system space has been upgraded to 1000 cubic meters and 400 character attribute points have been obtained. Sure enough, the incessant sound of system announcements reminded me once again. According to convention, Linfeng still evenly distributed the attribute points. Feeling the improvement of his internal strength, Linfeng smiled knowingly. Is it still far from the days of stepping on zombies and tearing down tanks with your hands if you continue to improve like this? Host. Linfeng strength. 308 agility. 309 physical fitness. 307 spirit. 312 space capacity. 1000 cubic meters of system space. Space skill. Instantly moves, consumes 50 mental energy, cooldown time of 10 minutes afterwards. Linfeng enjoyed delicious food and wine while opening his phone to browse. Prepare the next plan. P.S. The new book sets sail, and we kindly ask all readers to collect it, as well as the flowers and review tickets in their hands. If the data is still good, the author will immediately add another 10 chapters. QAQ. Chapter 5. Just a military avenue, sprinkle water. You are listening at novelfull.audio. As soon as Linfeng opened his phone, a local news pop-up appeared and he directly dominated the screen. Arms thieves. Overnight stealing the arms street. A new challenge has appeared to the safety of twisted contracts. Twisted Contracts Morning Post. A large number of weapon stores have been stolen, lost, and the disappointing actions of the police chief have challenged the safety of taxpayers. From the Economic Daily of the Treaty. I have to admit, the media speed of Eagle Sauce is indeed very fast. Linfeng casually opens a news article, in addition to the empty on-site photos, the embarrassing interview of Police Chief James was deliberately enlarged and highlighted in red. And comments appear on the screen one by one. Oh, maggot. The Armaments Avenue has been looted. Which organization did it? How dare they even grab weapons? These thieves are too rampant now, aren't they? Their weapons, things that can take lives. What are these useless people doing at the Twist Treaty Police Station? Are they just doing things with our taxpayers' money? He said it's light and easy. Who will ensure the safety of our taxpayers? I don't want to be shot in a gun robbery. It must be a gang, it must have been meticulously planned for a long time. It's absolutely impossible for one person to do so much in one night. Whoever it is, these people will definitely be ruined. They will be pursued by those consortium families. This is their industry. I remember the weapons that twisted the treaty were from the Rockefeller family, right? Linfeng looked at the comments one by one, most of which were shocked and insulted towards the twisted police station. Of course, there are also some people who are more rational and analyze carefully afterwards. Linfeng opened a domestic app in Longwa. The Armaments Avenue has been looted. It also caused a considerable sensation in the Dragon Kingdom. The atmosphere of everyone's discussion was much more relaxed. Did they not hire a security guard? In a free country, everyone should be matched. If they don't, they can buy it for zero. The countries that sell arms around the world may seem like small scenes to them, right? Epsilon approval plus 10005, hurry up and invite the Tathagata. No, it should be Superman. Motherland. Although most people just eat melons to watch the excitement, Lin Feng still extracted some useful information. Are you the mastermind behind the arms dealers? You don't need to come to me, I will also visit you in person. Lin Feng once again thought of the apocalypse and the dark times of the 039 shelter. Whenever he looks up in the dark and foul-smelling prison, I can always see those so-called big shots with ugly faces full of fat. The way they looked at the lower-level personnel, Lin Feng will never forget. A military avenue is just an appetizer. This time, Lin Feng will let you know, to die under the claws of a zombie is a luxury for you. Lin Feng quickly calmed down and knew that it was not yet time to cause trouble for those in power. Although he is currently very strong, but far from ignoring bullets and bombs, one still needs to prepare one more time. Lin Feng looked at the items in the I-system space, most of them are firearms and ammunition. Although firearms and ammunition are important, they are still far from enough as a necessity for survival. I must hurry up now. Due to the upgrade of the system space, Lin Feng, who was originally somewhat tired, was directly revived with full health, immediately turned off the phone, changed into casual clothes, and walked out of the room. Summoning out the red Harley of Raging Wind, just about to leave, "Hi, brother." A white guy stopped Lin Feng in the distance. Can you help me see what this is? The white guy walked towards Lin Feng as he spoke, his footsteps floating and his dark circles under his eyes thick. He looked like a drug addict. And such people are everywhere in Eagle Sauce. Lin Feng, who was about to leave, couldn't help but frown. The white guy looked excited, and when Lin Feng saw the item in his arms, he said with great interest, "The Beretta M9 pistol has a magazine capacity of 15 rounds and a full weight of 1145 grams. It has a maximum effective range of 50 meters and a firing rate of 35 rounds per minute." White guy. After being stunned for a while, the white guy became angry. He directly held a pistol against Lin Feng's head. "Fake squid, stupid yellow-skinned monkey, don't you know I'm robbing? Knowing more is useless. Hurry up and hand over the valuable things on your body. Also, the lowly race is not worthy of riding such a good motorcycle. You can get on my side." Linfeng did not obey his orders, just looking at the other person coldly. "Shite, can't you understand English?" Lin Feng looked at the other person calmly. "Does your fair skin give you a sense of superiority?" The white guy immediately became angry and wanted to speak, but suddenly, Lin Feng locked his throat with one hand, the other hand quickly snatched the white blade empty-handed, retrieved the pistol. Lin Feng's strength is immense, just pinching the white guy's neck, directly lifted into mid-air. Due to suffocation, the white guy's face turned even whiter. Lin Feng used his other hand to hold a gun against the white guy's head. "Let's take a gamble on whether there are bullets in this gun. If there is, then I'm sorry." Speaking, Lin Feng pulled the trigger directly. Click, what an empty gun. Sure enough, it's just a bluff. Lin Feng casually threw the white guy onto the ground. The white guy lying on the ground was soaked in sweat. Lying on the ground, gasping heavily for breath. If Lin Feng pinched for a few more seconds, he would definitely be dead. The white guy is glad he didn't load the gun with bullets. "I still admire my wit in my heart." Hustle and bustle, it's the deep roar of the engine, a red heavy locomotive, run over the white guy at an extremely fast speed, a weight of over 500 pounds, directly crushed his internal organs, and a brain. Lin Feng didn't even look, accompanied by a dazzling red body, head straight towards the city center. If you offend Lin Feng, you will die. He doesn't have time to delay on such matters either. As for the issue of the discovery of the body, discover it. This almost abandoned community, he had already destroyed the surrounding cameras. And this time going out, he never even thought about coming back. There are plenty of places, you don't have to go back to the same place every time. Poor white guy, I thought I had encountered a big fish this time. You can make a good windfall now, but it happened to provoke the big demon Lin Feng. Lin Feng rode a windy red motorcycle, running all the way. Finally, I came to Walmart, the most ugly supermarket, find a deserted place to put away the motorcycle, then enter as an ordinary person. During the day, it cannot stop him from making 0 yuan purchases, because he already had a small plan in his mind, a plan that is easy to purchase for 0 yuan without being discovered. Chapter 6 Buy with 0 yuan an empty Walmart supermarket. You are listening at Novel Full.audio. Walmart Supermarket, as the first of the world's top 500 enterprises, has its real strength. Located in the city center, it still occupies tens of thousands of square meters of space. Since you are so wealthy, I won't hesitate, Lin Feng swaggered in. What caught the eye were rows of shelves that could not be seen from the end. After entering the mid-term, Lin Feng casually pushed a shopping cart and headed straight to the food area, where there were a large number of snacks. At the end of the day, no matter how bad the bread mantou is, it can make people break the head. However, the snacks with good taste can only be enjoyed by the senior level of some shelters. In Linfeng's eyes, these are not ordinary foods, but real luxury goods of the apocalyptic era. Lin Feng directly activated the sweeping mode. Any object touched by him, all of them were taken into the system space by him. 1,000 cubic meters of system space. Although half of them are weapons, there are still 500 cubic meters available. Bags of puffed food, boxes of soda drinks, piles of jelly. Lin Feng does not refuse visitors. This is the morning of a workday. There aren't many customers in the supermarket. In a deserted place, Lin Feng crazily sweeps through. Where there are people, Lin Feng needs to converge a bit. But at his hand speed, it's hard for others to see that Lin Feng is like a magic trick. With the shelves originally piled full, after Lin Feng came, there are only a few scattered packages of snacks left. Others see items on the shelves. It's just that the staff haven't had a chance to replenish the goods yet. It did not attract attention. Hey, is this Lao Wang Ma? Sorry, this is a rare item, not a single bottle can be kept. With a big wave of his hand, Lin Feng swept away the 2 rows of old Wang Mama. Afterwards, Lin Feng arrived at the fruit area. Mango, durian, watermelon, apple, orange. Lin Feng couldn't count it at a glance. So many fruits, some of which I haven't even seen before. Well, after the end of the day, it's still necessary to occasionally have a few fruit platters. Immediately, Lin Feng began to sweep directly. As the manager of Walmart, Charlie is very strict with his work and his subordinates. He came to inspect the snack area. Looking around, there were only a few pitiful products, and many shelves only had a few packs of potato chips left. I looked around in confusion, observe if there are any customers, just filled a large amount of food. There aren't many customers in the morning. Why are there so few goods in the food area? Fred, what are you doing? Why are there so few goods in the food area? Hurry up and fill them up for me. Yes, yes, manager. The intercom immediately responded. Afterwards, Charlie continued to patrol and arrived at the fruit area. What is the situation? Charlie was a bit angry this time. At first glance, there are only a few scattered fruits. It turned out to be some bad, not good things. Charlie has already seen some customers looking at him with disdain. Isn't this smashing their supermarket sign? If someone complains, how can he still be the manager? Fred, you bastard, couldn't you get drunk and skip class last night? Hurry up and replenish the goods in the fruit area, and we'll get back to you later. Charlie shouted low at the walkie-talkie. I just drank a few bottles last night, but I remember restocking. Pat the fart, a good fruit area. It's like being swept by refugees now. Did you even tell me to restock? Yes, I'll go to the warehouse to get it now. Fred scratched his head and went to the warehouse with a puzzled expression to move the goods. So an interesting scene happened. Lin Feng is sweeping the goods in front and frantically restocking them in the back. Lin Feng walked all the way from the snack area, passing through the fruit area, nut area, and beverage area, then to the seafood area, grain area, and freezing area. Lin Feng is extremely busy, sweeping boxes, pieces, and bottles. Various dairy products, all kinds of beer, whiskey, baijiu. Linfeng didn't even let go of the seasoning. So Charlie and Fred behind became even busier. One is busy roaring, and the other is busy restocking. Fred, what the hell did you do last night, Fred? Did you let the refugees in after getting drunk? Did hundreds of refugees come in last night? Charlie was almost knocked out of anger. Manager, I clearly remember replenishing the goods, and I can't do it anymore. Unlucky Fred gasped for breath and said. Ha! I remember scanning this area already. Linfeng, who came back after circling around, a puzzled expression appeared on the face. Let's forget about it for now, just take it away anyway. Linfeng started a new round of sweeping goods directly. To slim down so many crowded products. Linfeng's strategy is actually very simple, that's all about taking some, but unlike before, there is none left. Instead, deliberately leaving a little bit, this makes it less abrupt. And Linfeng is taking care of living things like fish and shrimp. When it comes to income system space, noticing a detail, before entering the space, live fish and shrimp, just fainted directly, after taking it out of the space and putting it back into your hand, the fish and shrimp quickly started moving again. It seems that the system space affects living organisms. There are still some restrictions, I just don't know what it would be like to put people inside. Ding, the Doomsday space system has been filled. Ding, the Doomsday space system is starting to upgrade. Ding, the upgrade of the Doomsday space system is complete. Congratulations to the host, the system space has been upgraded to 2000 cubic meters and 400 character attribute points have been obtained. The wonderful sound of the system broadcast interrupted Linfeng's thoughts. It's truly a big supermarket. Without realizing it, 1000 cubic meters of system space has been filled up. Linfeng discovered a pattern. Every time the system space is upgraded, in addition to 400 character attribute points each time, the capacity of system space will double. Cool, and even more so. Linfeng looked behind him, the food area of the supermarket. It's like being robbed by 100 people, there isn't much left either. This is still the result of Linfeng's implicit approach. Afterwards, Linfeng headed straight to the supermarket warehouse. If it's a warehouse, there's no need to keep hands. On the other side, supermarket manager Charlie is almost going crazy. Fred, what the hell are you doing? Didn't I ask you to restock quickly? You idiot, I really want to strangle you now. Manager. On the other end of the walkie-talkie, Fred's trembling voice came through. Manager, our warehouse is empty and out of stock to replenish. Hurry up and restock, you idiot. What are you saying? Is the warehouse empty? What drunken words are you talking in broad daylight? A massive warehouse of several thousand square meters, filled with goods. You said the warehouse is empty. Do you have long buttocks in your eyes? Charlie, who was furious, headed straight to the warehouse. He swore, find Fred and beat him up hard. Then, he saw thousands of square meters of empty warehouses. Where are the goods? Where are the piles of goods piled up like mountains? Last night, where are the goods just delivered by dozens of large trucks? Charlie was stunned. This is impossible. This is impossible. Yes, go check the surveillance. Charlie, stunned by the scene before him, immediately ran to the surveillance room. I bumped into an Asian man on the road. He also disregarded it. When Charlie entered the surveillance room, seeing the machine still smoking non-stop, there are 3 security guards lying on the ground, and after all the surveillance footage was violently destroyed, Charlie felt the sky collapse in an instant. Goods worth millions of dollars, it's gone. Surveillance footage, it's destroyed. Finally, Charlie's eyes turned black and he fell directly to the ground. I fainted again. And the initiator Linfeng, I have already ridden the windy red Harley motorcycle. We are rushing to the next large supermarket. Chapter 7. Unlocking the Cage of New Skill Space. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Linfeng rode a red Harley, like a diligent little bee, galloping through the streets and alleys of Choyu City. attracting a lot of attention. Lin Feng carefully calculated the dozens of tons of materials in the space, a great sense of satisfaction. These supplies are enough for me to eat alone for 5 years, right? After the outbreak of the apocalypse, I casually found a corner to hide. Can live a stable life for 5 years, but what about 5 years later? Lin Feng understands, the current supplies are far from enough. Afterwards, Lin Feng followed suit. Any large supermarket in Choyu City, Lin Feng never let go of a single one, empty all. Lin Feng discovered a phenomenon: many products in supermarkets are cheaper than those in China. Especially some beef and mutton, daily necessities, etc., all these are good things of good quality in affordable price. While enjoying cheap goods, he is receiving a high salary on one side. Behind the enviable, but it's pure white bones. Lin Feng sneered in his heart, engaging in war and plundering in oil regions, engaging in production in third world countries, and then transport resources and affordable goods back to China. What a wishful thinking plan. Lin Feng suddenly realized that, compared to Eagle Sauce ZF, my own Zero Yuan Purchase, a little witch has seen a big witch. The revolution is not yet successful, comrades still need to work hard. Just thinking about it, Lin Feng's Zero Yuan Purchase became even more motivated. And with Lin Feng's unwavering efforts, a large number of products were swept into the system space by him, especially in supermarket warehouses. It's even more like several tons entering the system space. Ding, the Doomsday space system has been filled. Ding, the Doomsday space system is starting to upgrade. Ding, the upgrade of the Doomsday space system is complete. Congratulations to the host, the system space has been upgraded to 4,000 cubic meters and 400 character attribute points have been obtained. Ding, the Doomsday space system has been filled. Congratulations to the host, the system space has been upgraded to 8,000 cubic meters and 400 character attribute points have been obtained. Ding, the Doomsday space system has been filled. Congratulations to the host, the system space has been upgraded to 16,000 cubic meters and 400 character attribute points have been obtained. The tireless sound of system announcements. Lin Feng's apocalyptic space system was directly upgraded 3 times. What is the concept of 16,000 cubic meters, equivalent to the space of 2 NBA basketball courts? Now it's almost filled with all kinds of food. Lin Feng roughly calculated, if you eat alone, 30 years is definitely enough. Moreover, items in the system space can be permanently preserved and not damaged. Hot pizza, hamburgers, after 20 years, it will be taken out, which is also the freshest appearance, Lin Feng suddenly thought, while enjoying fresh food, while enjoying the scenery of the apocalypse, maybe there's a different flavor. As for the character attribute points rewarded after upgrading, Lin Feng is still evenly distributed. Host. Lin Feng strength. 708 agility. 709 physical fitness. 707 spirit. 712 space capacity. 16,000 cubic meters of system space. Space skill. Instantly moves, consumes 50 mental energy, cooldown time of 10 minutes 70 times human strength, agility, and physique. How powerful is this? I dare not say anything else. 70 times agile, Lin Feng's running speed definitely exceeds that of the Harley motorcycle under him. Try the time of the 100-meter sprint. Do as you please. Lin Feng found a deserted small street. Estimate the distance. Prepare your phone for timing. Schwa. Lin Feng's figure disappeared directly in place. It's not an exaggeration to describe it as fast to blurry. 0.22 seconds per 100 meters. Lin Feng unconsciously smiled at the corner of his mouth. That means I can run over 400 meters per second now, almost half the speed of a bullet. Lin Feng clenched his fist vigorously. The bullet avoidance in movies will no longer be a luxury. Ding, congratulations to the host for awakening a new skill, Space Cage, awakened to a new skill. Lin Feng was very excited and quickly looked at the introduction of the new skill. Just as Lin Feng was busy receiving rewards from system upgrades, the Choyu police station has been busy bombing. Director James feels like he's been dreaming all day today, and it's that kind of absurd nightmare. All day long, the phone on his desk never stops. The case of the looting of the Arms Avenue in the early morning, it's already outrageous enough. I didn't expect this to be just the beginning of a nightmare. At the beginning, the subordinate called him. When the supermarket was looted, James scolded his subordinates in full waste. The small matter of a supermarket being robbed, you still have the face to call me. I have a bunch of trash under my command. Bang! James was so angry that he hung up the phone fiercely. Waste, it's all waste. And the subordinate who was just scolded as useless, still trembling, he pushed away James' office, bureau. Director, it was a large supermarket that was completely looted. Bang! James was so angry that he slammed the table and shouted, "Shit, isn't it just a supermarket that was looted? Look at how you panicked. Do you not know the importance and urgency of the matter? The Armaments Avenue has been looted and there is still no place to find it. I don't have such a small matter as air traffic control." Indeed, the logic of ordinary people, compared to the loss of millions of weapons, stories like supermarkets being looted, it's really a small matter. Although James was angry, he still understood this subordinate. I am usually quite steady in my work. After venting his anger, James still asked an extra question, "Hurry up and say, which supermarket was robbed?" So. All. Faced with angry James, subordinates are very afraid in their hearts. After all, I just witnessed it this morning, the scene where unlucky William was brutally beaten by the director, so the voice is a bit low when speaking, resulting in James not hearing clearly. Fake, you didn't eat the damn food, did you? Which supermarket are you from? I asked. James believed that his director still had a bit of authority. I'll call the owner of the stolen supermarket later, just a few perfunctory sentences, the case will be postponed for a while. Report to the director, it's all. The subordinate was yelled by James and immediately answered loudly. Got it, you get out of here, I'll make a phone call now. Wait a minute. Which large supermarket is it all about? Why haven't I heard of it? Is it a newly opened one? James had a bewildered expression on his face. Director, it's all large supermarkets, not all supermarkets' names. Quan Choyu has 12 large supermarkets, all warehouses have been looted, even the products on supermarket shelves, there are only a few goods left. The frightened subordinate spoke out in one breath. And James, he has collapsed into a chair. The large supermarket of Quan Choyu was looted. What does this matter mean? That's almost 60% of the food for the ugly you people. Most Eagle Sauce people do not have the habit of hoarding food. When they walked into the supermarket with money, but there is no food to buy. No food, it means being hungry. There is a population of approximately 8 million in the United States, nearly 5 million people cannot afford to eat. What kind of riot will this trigger? James suddenly realized that, a street of weapons has been stolen. Instead, it has become a trivial matter. James tremblingly dialed the mayor's phone. P.S. Please ask the reader for the flowers in their hands, review tickets, thank you, and the post-apocalyptic plot will never be delayed. Thank you. Chapter 8. Empty large supermarkets, 5 million people panicked. You are listening at Novel Full.audio. Chow Yute City, Manhattan District. In an uninhabited high-end residential building, Lin Feng was eating steak and drinking red wine. I am carefully reviewing the introduction of the new skill, Space Cage. Space Cage. Imprisoning a subdued person, the host can erase it or make it their own prisoner. The current maximum number of people is 2, becoming one's own prisoner. And there are only 2 spots left. There's a chance to find someone to try. There are no white mice now. This matter can only be put on hold for a while. Afterwards, Lin Feng opened his phone, entered the hottest dull app of the moment. The first recommended video, it's not Miss Dancing, it's not a stunt performance, but rather a video of a layman strolling through a supermarket. Does this supermarket look a bit familiar? Lin Feng swept through more than 10 large supermarkets in a day. I can't remember clearly. Looking at the almost empty shelves in the video, Lin Feng is very satisfied with his Zero Yuan purchase results. Family members, who understands? When I came to the supermarket to shop after work, there was nothing to eat in the supermarket. Family members, is this Walmart? Just a few simple sentences, in just a few hours, I was directly ranked first on the local hot search. The number of likes has exceeded 1 million, and it continues to rise. And comments are much more interesting than videos. No, the blogger won't be eye-catching. Costco near my house is also like this, I've seen a ghost. Same as above, siete, kneel down to seek the truth. Damn capitalists, is it just a means for them to raise prices? Price increases. These videos are evidence, and my lawyer can sue them. Tonight's dinner. 2 rotten vegetable leaves. I don't want to know the reason, I just want to have delicious steak. Compared to the pictures of eating melons that were looted on the Arms Avenue in the morning, watching the excitement, when the event affects oneself, then don't say any more cold words. Many people are complaining about not being able to buy food. What is the incompetent ZF doing? Don't even care about this kind of thing. My great Eagle Sauce empire, how could the supermarket be short of food? Fake, the small supermarket near my house took the opportunity to raise prices. Price increase. Ask me if I agree to the gun in my hand. Is anyone going to block the mayor's house gate, parade? If this problem is not solved tomorrow, I will also go to the parade. Take me on the parade. Lin Feng was delighted to see it. If something happens, someone will immediately lead the parade. It is truly the Eagle Sauce of freedom and democracy. In this era of information explosion, any wind or grass movement will spread at an extremely fast speed. A topic of #ugly promise. Large supermarket buyout #, crazy spread across multiple apps. When a large number of people go to the supermarket for verification, immediately caused panic among many people. Many products from small supermarkets are being rushed for purchase. At first, Lin Feng had some doubts. He emptied all the large supermarkets in Chouyu. Unexpectedly, no official media reported on it. For media with a keen sense of smell, it's unbelievable, but upon careful consideration, it's not difficult to understand. Not reporting this has caused panic among many people. If it were really reported, this ugly appointment knows what kind of chaos it will become. Sure enough, the media of Eagle Sauce, it's just a tool for ZF. And not long after, Lin Feng unexpectedly caught the press conference of Mayor Chouyu. Hello citizens of Chouyu City. Because the road was maliciously damaged by someone, causing a large number of goods to be stranded outside the city, the municipal government is intensifying emergency repairs. I assure everyone here that, fresh fruits and vegetables, as well as beef, chicken, etc., it will appear on the supermarket shelves on time. This official video, directly topped out. Lin Feng sneered in his heart, a politician's mouth, a deceitful ghost. But these are not the issues he should worry about. Lin Feng turned off his phone and walked to the window. He had already noticed that, there are a large number of police cars patrolling on the street. The police station is not without action either. A large number of police officers were dispatched to the streets, captured a large number of troublemakers, and Nigel for Zero Yuan. Perhaps only Lin Feng knows, the noticeable increase in riots on the streets, apart from the food shortage in the supermarket today, part of the reason is due to extraterrestrial meteorites. The unknown virus it carries can cause a lot of people to become irritable. Initially, the virus was not contagious, and on April 1st, which is 9 days later, the virus will completely erupt. By then, in less than a short week, 90% of people in the world will become zombies. Lin Feng understands, I only have enough strength, having sufficient resources and weapons, to survive in the end. Human order. A politician full of lies. A few days later, it's all fleeting. One patrol police car after another, roaring past outside. This block is a high-end community in Manhattan. The frequency of police patrols is extremely high. This is naturally meant for the wealthy to see. As for the chaotic slums, no one cares. This is Eagle Sauce's democracy. Just finished the press conference, Mayor Martin of the ugly appointment. First, he scolded the police chief James, ordered him to quickly solve the case, then immediately contact the heads of major supermarkets, quickly dispatch large trucks to transport goods to Chio City, otherwise, his promise just now, it will be tomorrow's biggest joke. His political journey for Martin has come to an end. And the regional leaders of major supermarkets, similarly, first make a phone call and scold the police chief James, and then work overtime to transport supplies. Several warehouses have been stolen, the cost of the loss needs to be calculated overnight, then report to the big shots of the consortium. I can't finish these things, the regional leader doesn't need to work anymore. Cho Yu Police Headquarters, Director James in the office, my face turned blue and purple, being scolded by the speaker, being scolded by the mayor, being scolded by the heads of major supermarkets, being scolded by netizens, banging, the last complete table and chair in the office, also smashed by James, the always high and mighty police chief. How have you ever suffered so much anger, but those who curse at him? His rights are given by politicians, his money was distributed by the wealthy, so, it's all people he can't afford to offend. After a while, James finally arrived at another office. In this office, surprisingly, the entire wall is covered in surveillance footage, 24 full monitors. In addition, there are also 2 ultra-high-performance computers in the room, but in the vast office, there is only one person, a woman who is extremely beautiful, with a protruding front and a raised back. Bonnie, it's been a day, I need an answer. I, James, want to tear up this bastard with my own hands. James's eyes were red and his whole body was filled with murderous intent. But unfortunately, the beautiful policewoman doesn't care how much anger James has received. Glancing at James in a fit of anger, wrinkled his brow and said slowly, 800 potential criminal information, 241 surveillance footage from the vicinity of the incident, 70 recent flight passenger information on 8 gang organizations. I have collected all of them, and all of them were input into the GPT-100 model I developed. So Bonnie rubbed his tired brow and paused. So what? Upon hearing Bonnie's professional explanation, James impatiently asked, so, please get out of my office and don't disturb me. After speaking, Bonnie once again focused on the computer in front of him, ignoring James. James's face turned a pig liver color, but he dared not refute Bonnie, because he still has to rely on the detective expert Bonnie to find the culprit. With anger in his eyes, James left Bonnie's office. Beachy, sooner or later I will push you down to praise. He roared inwardly, unwilling. Chapter 9. I hand an AK in surrender to the police station, however. You are listening at Novel Full.audio. James, as the director of the ugly city police department, he can definitely be considered a towering figure. Although today was a bit tough, it's definitely not a soft persimmon that can be needed by anyone, but Bonnie can avoid giving the director face, because she has such qualifications. Bonnie, 26 years old, I completed criminal psychology at the age of 18, a dual PhD in AI programming, with an IQ of 160 plus, capable of independently developing GPT artificial intelligence models. Within 2 years of joining the police force, he solved over 200 cases, belonging to the genius among geniuses. God gave her a devilish figure, an angelic face, but she relies on her intelligence, rolling all the way up. That's why Bonnie can avoid giving James face. Because James's seat can be changed at any time, but there is only one genius female police officer, Bonnie. Rapidly typing on the keyboard, Bonnie's brain was spinning rapidly, extracting any available information. Half an hour later, under the synergistic effect of GPT-100, 5 most likely suspect, appearing on the computer screen, and the person who ranks first is undoubtedly Linfeng. A dragon man. His likelihood of committing a crime has actually reached 30%. Bonnie showed a shocked expression for the first time. Manhattan, in the unmanned house where Linfeng is located. When I was planning to make the next Zero Yuan purchase, a strange phone call came over. Strange number. Although Linfeng was curious, he still connected. Hello Mr. Linfeng, I am Detective Bonnie. A woman's voice came from the other end of the phone. Although we don't know each other, but I don't know how to empty the Arsenal Avenue, how to move the warehouse of a large supermarket in Choyu City empty again, very interested. Dee. During the conversation between the two, Bonnie's computer uploaded Lin Feng's location information. In just a few seconds, Bonnie tracked down the specific location of Lin Feng. Bonnie smiled at the corner of his mouth, then he continued to say to Lin Feng, high-end community houses on 3rd Avenue, Mr. Lin Feng is living comfortably, isn't he? And that red Harley motorcycle, isn't it very trendy? Although Lin Feng was surprised, but there is no fear. Just kidding, with 70 times the physical fitness of an ordinary human, the speed has reached the speed of sound, and he also possesses the incredible skill of instant movement. Lin Feng is not afraid of anyone or any power. So what? Are you coming to catch me next? Lin Feng never felt that, the behavior of self-purchasing for 0 yuan, I will keep it a secret from the outside world, although he has a habit of destroying surveillance, but that is not absolute insurance. I just didn't expect the police to be so fast. Lin Feng suddenly felt that he was muttering about the ability of the Eagle Sauce police, but he didn't know, this is all thanks to Bonnie, this perverted genius alone. Catch you. No, I need you to obediently come first. After all, your fellow countryman and classmate Xia He, I also want to see your true face. Okay, great. Lin Feng's eyes gradually became cold. Remember to come to the Manhattan Bureau. After speaking, Bonnie hung up the phone. The game of cat and mouse has started. Bonnie felt a tinge of joy in his heart. She has never been a good person, she can do anything to achieve her goal. The mysterious man of the Dragon Kingdom, I can't wait anymore. Bonnie excitedly licked his lips. And the reason for choosing the Manhattan branch, because there is the best police force there, and the headquarters of the Choyu police station is actually just an administrative center. Dare to threaten me, Lin Feng, good. Summoning the red Harley motorcycle, Lin Feng turned the accelerator all the way down, the night shrouded in ugliness, he ran towards the Manhattan Bureau. Lin Feng didn't expect to implicate Xia He, not to mention, the police will use innocent people to blackmail him. Lin Feng had thought about it, wait a few days, arrange Xia He to a safe place, it's also a way to repay the favor. Lin Feng is not a saint, although Xia He is kind to him, but it's not enough to take risks. Lin Feng, he has never been a threatened person, just one sub-bureau, why dare he, Lin Feng? Furthermore, it can be said that, there is a divine skill called instant movement present, there are no worries behind it. Hustle and bustle, the engine sound of a Harley motorcycle, the entire street on the side of the sound. After a few minutes, Lin Feng arrived at the Manhattan branch. This is a 3-story small building, the floor is not high, but it occupies a considerable area. He first circled around and then, returned to the front door. Hurry up and get out of here, don't you know where this is? A fat white police officer pointed at Lin Feng and said. Yellow skin monkey, the soft laughter of other police officers came from around. Speaking of you, is the entrance to the police station where you stay. White and chubby police officers hold their stomachs, standing on the steps, he said from a high position. The red Harley heavy motorcycle ridden by Lin Feng, wearing a black trench coat, plus a cold and handsome face, such a trendy image, it is indeed very eye-catching. Lin Feng remains silent, but it controls the motorcycle to reverse. If I stay a little late, I won't be polite with the baton in my hand. The white and chubby police officer had a towering appearance, watching Lin Feng reverse, it's like he let go of the other person by 1 yard. Then, the fat white police officer turned around and walked back, he proudly looked up at his colleague, but I saw the shocked expressions of my colleagues. Hustle and bustle, the frantic roar of the engine. Originally, Lin Feng controlled the motorcycle to move backwards, just for a better approach. The Harley motorcycle under Lin Feng's crotch, like an angry bull, rushed straight towards the police station gate. After having enough speed, Lin Feng locked the accelerator and jumped directly, and a 500-pound motorcycle, wearing the body of a chubby police officer in white clothes, instantly smashed the glass door of the police station. Bang, bang, dang, broken glass and broken doors scattered all over the ground. Suddenly, the alarm bell rang in the police station. While everyone is still in a state of brain crash, Lin Feng directly pulled out the M2 Browning large-caliber heavy machine gun. The ammunition box is directly carried behind you. The machine gun weighs hundreds of pounds with ammunition, but for Lin Feng's extraordinary physique, it's no different from wearing a vest. Bang, 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 the police officers, who were surrounded, had just come to their senses after being smashed through the gate. The M2 bullet controlled by Lin Feng was fired. In an instant, a large number of police officers were pierced by bullets. The police officers who reacted, starting to flee like ghosts crying and wolves howling. Every gunshot hits the vulnerable's defenses. They may not have even dreamed of it, someone will attack the police station. Faced with Lin Feng's crazy shooting, all the police are scurrying around, find cover, lying on the floor, just to avoid the gaze of death. And those unlucky people with slow reactions, I didn't understand until I died, why was he suddenly shot dead? My mind is full of questions. This is a police station, with over 100 police officers, a large number of well-armed police stations. Who the hell is that crazy guy? If poor, strike with precision, rich firepower coverage. Lin Feng doesn't feel satisfied. AM2 style Browning weighing over 70 pounds in one hand, the other hand summoned another AK-47, shooting wildly from left to right. I am Lin Feng, from Seoul. Why hasn't anyone received me? Chapter 10. Listen to the police, you have. You are listening at novelfull.audio. 22222, the raging sound of bullets venting. Lin Feng's left-hand AK-47 fired heavily, right-handed M2 Browning heavy machine gun focuses on striking, like a humanoid turret, crazy shooting inside the Manhattan branch. Host. Lin Feng strength. 708 agility. 709 physical fitness. 707 spirit. 712 space capacity. 16,000 cubic meters of system space. Space skill. Instantly moves, consumes 50 mental energy, cooldown time of 10 minutes with the agility of 709, Lin Feng's reaction speed and sensitivity value, they far surpass ordinary people. Any bird that dares to show its head and fight back, directly shot and killed by Lin Feng's firepower. Although Lin Feng's physique surpasses that of ordinary people, but shooting talent is actually average, mainly due to insufficient proficiency, but this kind of thing is not important at all. Under strong firepower coverage, no one can escape the disaster. After 3 minutes, the lobby on the first floor has returned to calm. Lin Feng has disappeared without a trace. And in the hall filled with gun holes, the intermittent moans of pain, difficult cries for help, but no one came to save them. Because of the personnel in the lobby on the first floor, it has been thoroughly cleaned by Lin Feng. Siate, there are thugs attacking the police station. A criminal attacked the police station. All police officers, please wear your gear immediately. Seeing the criminal being shot dead on the spot. According to the surveillance footage at the entrance, the criminal is an Asian man wearing a black windbreaker. Repeat it, it's an Asian man wearing a black trench coat. It's wearing. Bang! Lin Feng shot and exploded Superman's sound system. At this moment, Lin Feng has already put away 2 machine guns. I replaced it with a one with a silencer, Colt M2000 pistol. Bang! Lin Feng kicked open the door of the police station's distribution room, just walked around the police station, it's just to find the location of the distribution room. Bang bang bang! Lin Feng fired continuously and directly damaged the distribution room. In an instant, the entire police station was pitch black, only the faint light of the emergency switch. The police officer who reacted immediately rushed into the weapons room, start wearing equipment. After all, they are trained personnel, take care of each other in groups of 2.3 people, start searching for Lin Feng in the dim corridor. And a black police officer, perhaps the reaction was slow, it could also be that I was scared out of my wits. A person is hiding in a cabinet on the second floor, but Lin Feng's hearing has already surpassed that of ordinary people, the heartbeat of an ordinary person. As long as Lin Feng focuses his attention, it can be clearly distinguished. It's like ordinary people listening to drumming. Where is the police cell? Lin Feng opened the cabinet door. He directly held a gun against the head of a black police officer. On the east end of the second floor. Don't kill me, don't kill me. Black brother, who was scared out of his wits, buried his head in his pants, continuously waving my hands. I'm afraid I'll get a headshot. But when he opened his eyes, where else is Lin Feng's figure? At this moment, there are many police officers lurking in the corridor on the second floor, feeling the location of dozens of heartbeat sounds. Lin Feng is well aware of it. They must have called for reinforcements. I must fight quickly and make a quick decision. And solving the numerical advantage of enemies, we naturally need to use hand grenades. Lin Feng took out 5 at once, pull open the pull tab completely, and with his super high hand speed, throw it in 5 different directions. The dimly lit second floor, the human vision is greatly reduced. In addition, hand grenades are already small and compact. It's even harder to be discovered. Bang dang, the sound of 5 consecutive grenades landing. Fake, it's a grenade. When you see what it is, obviously, it's already late. Bang, 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 5 consecutive rings at once. The entire police station floor is shaking. The dozens of police officers hiding in the dark, all were killed by powerful hand grenades. Moment the entire east side of the second floor is covered with limbs and broken arms. Fake, shit. The criminal has explosives. Hurry up and bring the explosion-proof shield. Go. Everyone wears night vision goggles. Hold the position, hold the door. Reinforcements will arrive soon. There are still smart people. Immediately begin to command. Lin Feng raided the Manhattan branch. The police are in a passive position, still thinking of annihilating the enemy. This is clearly not a wise move. Those who survive, as long as they hold their ground. When reinforcements surround this place, Lin Feng couldn't fly with his wings inserted. I have to admit, this method is quite good for ordinary people, but unfortunately, they are facing Lin Feng. Click. Lin Feng arrived at the east end of the second floor. He broke the lock with his bare hands and entered the cell. Hi, it's not hot. What's happening outside? Yeah, it's not hot. Is it a drill? Hi handsome guy, could you leave me your contact information? There are still many people detained in the cell, thugs, homeless people, dancers. There are all kinds of prisoners. Lin Feng ignored it, but rather searching one by one. Xiahe, you are indeed here. Lin Feng is in the second to last cell inside, finally found Xiahe. Lin Feng, why are you here? Xiahe asked curiously. Lin Feng saw the state of Xiahe in front of him. My eyes couldn't help but turn cold. Crying and swollen eyes, the palm print on the face, my arms and legs are bruised and purple. Xiahe was beaten. Did they hit you? Lin Feng inquired. Lin Feng, did you find a lawyer? We are just classmates. You're still helping me like this. Thank you. By the way, what happened outside? Is it organizing a terrorist attack exercise? Lin Feng shook his head helplessly. He knocked Xiahe unconscious with just one hand knife, then it was directly installed into the system space. Xiahe is really a simple and kind girl, unfortunately, living in the impending apocalypse, once, in order to survive, but they had to sell their bodies, to exchange for that pitiful food. Lin Feng already had a plan in his heart. Why not wait until the end of the day? Lin Feng established his own safety fortress. Let's release Xiahe later, otherwise, it's really difficult to arrange. Obviously, Lin Feng believes that he is not the so-called virgin heart. If it weren't for Xiahe helping him before, he wouldn't have cared about these things. Lin Feng walked outside the prison cell. Hi, it's not hot. Is there any smoke? Handsome guy, you haven't given me your contact information yet. A group of fallen people. After the outbreak of the apocalypse, the first people to turn into zombies are these types of people. Lin Feng disdains to talk to them. Che, you look amazing. Seeing Lin Feng leave like this, many people said sourly. The matter with Xia He has come to an end. Lin Feng returned to the corridor again. Looking at the broken limbs and arms on the ground, a cold smile surged in my heart. For killing these people, Lin Feng has no psychological burden at all. After the outbreak of the apocalypse, most of them will turn into zombies, who would feel guilty about killing a zombie. Furthermore, it can be said that, those surviving police officers, the eagle dog that will become the ruler, they will only intensify their bullying of those at the bottom, from the attitude of the chubby white police officer at the entrance, and the bruises on Xia He's body can be seen. And dealing with these animals, only by letting them know the path of pain. Lin Feng sat at a nearby table, find a usable amplifier, then shout ahead. Listen to the police, you guys are already surrounded by me. P.S. Please find the flowers in the hands of the readers and leave feedback. The data is too poor. If you vote a little, the author's reputation will increase even more.